Hello, everybody. This is a poem called Post-Truth Poetry, which combines a number of different ideas and can actually be quite complex in its construction because there's a lot of play on words, which I hope some of you will follow. I'm going to post it on Facebook as well so that you can actually read the words if you're interested. Um, now, it came at a time when I'd actually been receiving some, can't really call it criticism, but comments on my poetry. And some people had decided that I wasn't sufficiently modern, and maybe I ought to just jack it in and jump in the grave straight away because I'd chosen to actually put some structure into my poetry. So forgive me for that, but it also coincides with uh, an era of post-truth, um, which was really installed, as far as I was concerned, by the access to power of Donald Trump, for whom I have almost no respect. Um, I would have said little respect, but I think as every day passes, I'm getting down to the no respect. So basically, it mingles, as is typical of a lot of my poetry, those ideas. It also goes back to various other things, talks about some of the things in the past, which some of you might find amusing or historically interesting. No, I doubt whether it's historically interesting, just amusing. Um, there is the way that words have changed in their meaning over the years. I mean, as you may have gathered, I'm extremely old. And so that means that I've actually lived through, for example, the transformation of the word gay into something which meant happy and joyous, into something which meant homosexual. Not that I got anything against that, I guess. It's just that I have difficulty saying gay when actually I don't mean gay. Um, there's also, for example, there's a play on the word post. There's post-truth, there's fence post, there's posting a letter, there's all sorts of posting something on YouTube, would you say? Okay, let me get into it. It was written in 2016, beginning of 2017. Certainly it was printed in January 2017, actually on my birthday, according to this bit of paper anyway. Post-truth poetry. I may have to accept to live in my time by assuming truth to have no sense, and by abandoning use of rhythm and rhyme with disregard for grammar and tense. Then maybe my words will become true art, and I will cease to be called an old fart. I've never really been a follower of fashion, and certainly not one of great dedication. As a youth, I believed in some stuff with passion, but mostly at times of self-medication. I used to think that a life international was as enlightening as pursuit of the purely rational. I now understand that all that was an error, and, like a show trial before Mao's Red Guard, or at some middle-aged inquisitional terror, I will recognize the sins in my own backyard. I will promise to become terribly tribal, and in passing ignore any laws of libel. I will also now write with gay abandon and accept the new meaning of that word. No structure or method will now be planned on, and that I avoid the comic and the grossly absurd. As Zappa once said, I'll be a monger of trends and write verses or lines without any ends. I'll honestly welcome this new age of reason when long dead poets will turn in their grave. What I have done so far may be considered treason and a disgusting way for the old to behave. I might even start saying some new age prayers and kicking the disabled down logical stairs. My poetry will become a true revelation, not like the trash of a Larkin or Joyce. I'll dedicate my work to some weird conservation and destroy my seemingly classless voice. I'll try to speak with a streetwise tongue and emulate the uneducated young. But let us return to this post-truth notion. I cannot be sure if the expression is British or whether it comes from across the ocean. In any case, for the moment, its usage is skittish. Apparently, truth is no more to be sought, and plural realities at school must be taught. I'll have to write to the Royal Mail and ask for some friendly advice from this service that should never fail for people for whom the postman knocks twice. Thus I may finally recover my youth and discover true meaning in a world post-truth. Thank you very much for your time.